Talk about this one and clear up some of those rumors. We bring in Dan Katz from Barstool Sports. Dan, this has been the front runner. This guy, we got John Fox, and he has been known as a fixer for teams. Went into Carolina, turned them around in a hurry, got him the Super Bowl. Denver does the same thing. Is there any reason to believe John Fox isn't getting the job at this point?
No, he looks like he's the Bears guy. Ryan Pace, the Bears GM, is out there in Denver right now, supposedly wooing him and seeing if that relationship will work out. So it's unofficially official. I'm calling it official according to my own Twitter timeline, which that's all my sources. But yeah, he is going to be most likely the next Bears head coach. And like you said, a fixer, a guy who's going to come in and fix the defense. He's a defensive-minded head coach. He's started as a secondary coach, so he's going to fix, hopefully, the biggest weak point of the Bears in the last 3 or 4 years and turn this thing around.
Yeah, clearly the man knows how to win. We mentioned both Carolina and Denver going to the Super Bowl under him. A question a lot of people have, though, again, defensive-minded, loves the running game. Do you think this is the right kind of guy to handle a Jay Cutler, who's always a wild card? At quarterback?
Yeah, I would say he is, solely based on who he's worked with in the past. He went to a Super Bowl with Jake Delhomme, who was a journeyman quarterback at best. He won a playoff game with Tim Tebow, who's not an NFL quarterback. John Fox is going to keep everything simple. He's going to run the ball. He's going to run 2 tight ends. He's not going to put Jay Cutler in situations where he can lose the game. He's going to put him in situations where he can make a big play at the end of the game, knowing that the defense will back him up. And they're going to run that style of offense and defense a little more conservative. And that would probably be the only knock on John Fox, is people say on Sunday he gets a little bit conservative. He famously, 2 years ago in the playoffs, Peyton Manning, 30 seconds, 2 timeouts. He kneeled the ball, went to overtime. They lost to the Ravens. So that would be his one knock, that he's a little conservative. But that's okay for the Bears right now. They need that veteran presence. They need that conservative coach who will hopefully just get back to basics.
Okay, new GM, potentially the unofficial new head coach coming in Fox. Do you think the Bears have what they need? Okay, you get those 2 guys in position. That's great. Do they have the soldiers on the field to be a winner this next year?
No, they don't. They still have, a lot of roster flaws. They still have a lot of weaknesses on defense. The offense in the locker room still needs to be figured out. This is going to be a couple painful years here. But
a lot of heavy lifting for Fox.
Yeah, a lot of heavy lifting for Fox. A lot of heavy lifting for Ryan Pace, the new GM, who's, 37. Yeah, youngest GM. That's also a good sign to get an older guy to come in as the coach, because you don't want 2, guys in their 32 up-and-comer guys for the GM and the coach job. A lot of heavy lifting. There's going to be some more pain, probably, at the hands of Aaron Rodgers, but this is a move that will hopefully turn around the Bears and get them back on the right track.
Yeah, new young GM, a new guy maybe as the head coach. A lot of personalities to handle, because we know head coaches, as well as being X's and O's, you got to be a psychologist as well.
Exactly.
Can he handle what the Bears have on their roster?
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest point with John Fox is he comes in and he gets immediate respect. He's been a coach in the National Football League for 13 years. He's had success. He's had winning teams. They won 4, AFC West the last 4 years.
Yeah, man.
So he comes in and he says, I know how to win. I have the plan. You guys follow it, and we'll get there. And that is invaluable, and that's exactly what we're getting with John Fox.
Interesting separation with the Broncos, going away from a guy who's brought them a winner year after year, but could work out in the Bears' favor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little weird that, the guy that the Bears are getting had a job Monday morning.
Right.
But this is
Days
a weird
later.
league. Yeah.
Bears got to move fast, though, at this point, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. And hopefully we'll get all tidied up before the weekend.
Yeah, we could hear something today.
Yeah.
Dan Katz, always a pleasure, man.
Thank you.
And one other, I want you to hang around to see this one. A lot of Bears fans out there already showing some love and that they believe in John Fox. Take a close look here. This was actually something that some fans did out there. It's actually been photoshopped and tweeted. You look closely, yeah, that is Fox, yes, but kind of blended in, kind of a marriage of the old Ditka days. So John Fox, and they already got him lined up in the uniform. He kind of looks good with that mustache, doesn't he?
Yeah, we're not going to get a Ditka type in terms of the fiery coach, but I would definitely say that bringing back the mustache would be a good move. I think everyone should bring back a mustache. I'm bringing back mine soon. So every coach, you look at the coaches who had the most success. Quinville, he's got a mustache. That's the way you win in Chicago.
Yeah, way to break that down. A grassroots campaign by our Dan Katz. Everybody get the mustache. Ladies excluded, I hope?
Yeah, well, you can.
You don't mind little fuzz.
Yeah, you can do what you want. It's a free world.
All right, yeah, it worked for Ditka. It's got an endless ad campaign. Thank you very much, Dan. Let's get over to Tam to check.